Hare Krishna. Welcome you all for our Gurukula Sessions. And this is a daily learning. Srila Prabhupada says, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Nityam means not once in a year or like Prabhupada used to say, traditionally people do saptas. 7 days they will hear Srimad Bhagavatam and that's all for the year. Rest of the day is nothing. But no, every day, regularly attending the Srimad Bhagavatam classes that Prabhupada translates there. Right? So every day, as we put food for the body, every day, that too many times in the day. Like that, this is a food for the soul. And what happens if you miss one day? That was one interesting picture I'll share on the screen here. You all are able to see. Without God, 1 week should be. You all are able to see. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Without God, Sunday is like a sin day. Monday is like a Monday. Tuesday is like a tears day. Wednesday is like a waste day. Thursday is like a thrust. What is that? Yeah, thirst day. Yeah. Friday is a fight day, and Saturday is a shattered day. 7 days without God makes 1 week, right? So that's what one should understand, right? We're living in this modern world, especially this Kali Yuga, right? A lot of infection is there all around. Now this virus, we're experiencing this pandemic, so much challenge everywhere outside. If you go improperly, without any proper safety measures, immediately will get affected. Same day we should feel, oh, without doing my Krishna consciousness duty, immediately I will also turn into this kind of effects. My day also will become like this. So I should not forget God. So that's why we have this forum created, so that every day we can take whatever best learnings and then make our life, make our day also, and day by day make our week, make our month, make our year, and fill our whole life with the wonderful wisdom of this Krishna consciousness and go back home, back to God by becoming a good servant. So congratulations for all of you for joining so consistently. Let us begin with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayham Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhantam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshtarini Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurat Krishna He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. So sorry, it became a little late to start, but we'll end well in time. So anyone remember which episode it was going on? Krishna book, where we stopped? Our other teacher was taking that.
Yeah, Prabhu, Uddhava visits Vrindavan, Prabhu.
Oh yeah, great. After recovering the sons of his teachers, the episode is about, it is about Uddhava visits Vrindavan. Yeah, great. So who is Uddhav? Reading from the book Krishna, the You've got it, chapter 46. Uddhava visits Vrindavan. Yeah, who is Uddhav? Yes.
Yeah, Prabhu. He's like means like he's the cousin brother of Krishna by relation, by that blood relation. If you see, but if seen from the means the spiritual point of view, he's like means like one expansion of Krishna.
Yeah, and one more feature of Uddhava was, of course, as such, everyone is expansion of Krishna only in one sense, but especially remarkable feature. That's why the Uddhava was sent to Vrindavan. That was one of the reason. Whether I think here it comes Prabhupada right somewhere. Yeah, so this we read about right in the beginning. This paragraph is over, correct? Krishna and Balram never leaves Vrindavan. They're eternally always there. So although physically they're one, but they're there in the form of bhava. Yeah. So this was going on, or this also completed? Vasudeva and Devaki?
Yeah, Prabhu, this one was completed, Prabhu, but then means I could not attend the entire session due to some internet connectivity issues, Prabhu.
Okay. I think anyway, we will start from here. It is a good short revision, and then let's see whether it is mentioned about Uddhava here or not. Then I will tell you. Yeah, Vasudeva and Devaki, who happened to be the real parents of Krishna and Balram, wanted to keep them now because of the death of Kamsa. Yeah, because initially Kamsa was there, fear was there for protection of Krishna and Balram. So they were kept far off, means in the forest of Vrindavan. Now Kamsa is finished, so they wanted to keep them with them. While that's what is mentioned, under the protection of Nanda Maharaj. Now naturally the father and mother of Krishna and Balram wanted them to remain specifically for the reformatory function of purification, the sacred thread ceremony. All of you know that sacred thread in the west, in the body, they put. Yeah, this is a neck beads, and then there is a Brahman thread also is put up. This is a very good auspicious purificatory ceremonies. They also wanted to give them a proper education, for this is the duty of the father. Another consideration was that all the friends of Kamsa outside Mathura were planning to attack Mathura because their friend is destroyed. Right. For that reason, Krishna's presence was required. So this point is very important. What is highlighted first, they also wanted to give them a proper education, for this is a duty of the father. So today morning in the temple, we had a Bhagavatam class by Srila Prabhupada. In that, Prabhupada was quoting similar points. Na mochayet samupaiti mrityum. If you're not able to deliver our dependents, then there is no point of becoming a father, becoming a teacher, becoming a elders or responsible people for the people below us. So the goal of taking the responsibility of the people is to deliver them out of the cycle of birth and death. So as a responsible father and mother, Vasudeva and Devaki, they wanted to see Krishna and Balram are properly guided in the Vedic cultures so that they perfect their human existence, although they are the Supreme Lord. Yeah. So, and the second reason is about Kamsa's friends were now trying to attack Mathura. So they don't wanted to send them outside. Krishna's help is needed. Krishna did not wanted Vrindavan disturbed by enemies like Dantavakra and Jarasandha. If Krishna were to go to Vrindavan, these enemies would not only attack Mathura, but would go to Vrindavan and the peaceful inhabitants of Vrindavan would be disturbed. Krishna therefore decided to remain in Mathura, and Nanda Maharaj went back to Vrindavan. So Nanda Maharaj went back to Vrindavan means what? Where was Nanda Maharaj? Anyone understanding? Where was Nanda Maharaj?
Mathura.
Okay, someone else who was speaking? Somebody was speaking.
What, Prabhuji, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, here it is written Nanda Maharaj went back to Vrindavan. Went back to Vrindavan means where was Nanda Maharaj?
Mathura.
Yeah, Mathura, for what purpose he was there in Mathura? Correct. it was an invitation by Kamsa, right, for that yajna. And that's what that destruction finally took place. So that's what. So although the previous chapter, entire thing happened of Krishna and Balaram going to Sandipani Muni and coming back. So sometimes these are not like a sequence wise in a sense. Okay, after this happened, after this that happened. No. So based on the episodes priorities, not priority, I can say everything is important only, but it's not in a order of lifespan. Okay, not like a timeline. It is not like that. Although the inhabitants of Vrindavan felt separation from Krishna, the resulting ecstasy bhava caused them to perceive that Krishna was always present with them by his Leela, sorry, or pastimes. So this is a beauty. Krishna is all absolute. So physically he is not present, but he is there with his Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila. Nama means the holy name, Rupa means the form, right? Guna means the qualities, and Lila means the pastimes. So when we discuss about Krishna's any of these four aspects, we are directly associating with Lord Krishna. There is no difference. Whereas in our case, it's not so. Right? Like we have a photo of the person, but the person is different. He cannot get the feelings what we do with the photo. But for the Lord, we pray to the photo of the Lord in our homes, or we worship the deities in the temple. The Lord also reciprocates same way. He gets all our things. So he's absolute. There is no difference in that sense. So since Krishna had departed from Vrindavan and had gone to Mathura, the inhabitants of Vrindavan, especially Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Srimati Radharani, the gopis, and the cowherd boys were simply thinking of Krishna at every step. Every step means every moment, because every step every time we're walking, taking a step. So every moment they're thinking of Krishna, so much attached. So there are 5 A's. Attraction, attention, absorption, affection, and one more is every time I miss that 5th A in one of the A's. Attachment, I think so. Attention, attraction, attention, absorption, affection, and one more is there. Anyways, I'll try to say tomorrow's session. I'll begin with that. So basically, they were so much attached to Krishna, and actually they were always thinking of Krishna. So where our attachments and attractions are, that's why it will be checked about whom we are thinking. Is somebody sharing? Yeah, affection, attention, attraction, absorption. Yeah, that's one more is that there's a proper sequence our teacher was telling. I'll just bring up. So they were thinking, here Krishna was playing in this way. Here Krishna was blowing his flute. Krishna was joking with, with us in this way. And Krishna was embracing us like this. This is called Leela Smarana. And it is the process of association with Krishna most recommended by great devotees. Leela Smarana, remembering the Lord's pastimes and activities. That's why Srila Prabhupada says, every day our devotees should do after before going to bed in the night. It is a good practice to take a cow milk, and then while drinking milk, we should read about Krishna's episodes from Krishna book, so that we can have a remembrance. We can have wonderful remembrance of the Lord in the dreams. So Leela Smarana. Even Lord Chaitanya, when he was at Puri, enjoyed Leela Smarana association with Krishna. Those in the most exalted position of devotional service and ecstasy can live with Krishna always by remembering his pastimes. Srila Vishwanath Chakra Thakur has given us a transcendental literary work entitled Krishna Bhavanamrita, which is full with Krishna's pastimes. Exalted devotees can remain absorbed in Krishna. Krishna thought by reading such books. Any book of Krishna Lila, even this book, Krishna, or our teachings of Lord Chaitanya, is actually a solace for devotees feeling separation from Krishna. Right? So when Krishna book was written by Srila Prabhupada, anyone knows when and why it was written by Srila Prabhupada? This Krishna book. So Krishna book, actually Prabhupada was going on writing Srimad Bhagavatam cantos, Canto 1, Canto 2, Canto 3, Canto 4. But then suddenly he felt my time is very less. I don't know any moment I can leave, because already Prabhupada got certain crisis about health issues. So Prabhupada thought I have not given them something direct about Krishna's personal activities and pastimes. So as a summary of 10th canto, Srila Prabhupada wrote this Krishna book so that devotees can really develop that attachment by knowing about Krishna's direct activities. Because I don't know whether I will reach up to 10th canto or not. So Prabhupada stopped all other writings, then he wrote Krishna book, and then again he resumed back to the writings of cantos. So that's what Krishna book came up. Prabhupada wrote with the purpose. So people find solace. Anyone knows what is meaning of this word, by the way? Solace. What is meaning by the word solace? That's our today's maybe the main theme of discussion. Solace. What is the meaning of this word solace?
Like rahat milna.
Hindi is called as rahat milna. Right? Getting kind of a relief, console. Yeah. Relief. Like let's say I'm getting a lot of thirst, and somebody gave me a nice Bisleri water, pure water, right? Or I drink, my thirst got quenched. I got a solace. I got relieved of that stress or anxiety. So material world by default it is stamped as dukkhalayam shashvatam. Moment after moment we're getting a tortures, tribulations, anxieties, worries, so many issues. So people are looking for a solace. Is there any way where I can find a shelter? Is there any way I can find the relief from these problems? Or is there any way at least I can get a strength to face those difficulties and problems in a proper way? So people are looking for a solace. Like let's say I'll give a simple example. What do the modern people do when they get a stress, tension? Unfortunately, where modern people they find the solace, if they're getting a lot of tension, a lot of stress is coming, what they try? This is a very unfortunate thing. People go for intoxications. They think that if I drink, if I smoke, right, my tension will go away. But that is simply foolishness. Right? Momentarily, it will take us one out of that stress, but that is not permanent. Again, person comes to normal state. Our lungs are kind of get affected. Our liver get affected by drinking and all. Our body get diseased so badly, and then lifespan, human life is spoiled, and we get a hellish condition later. So where to find solace, where to find a solution to the problems and difficulties, to get connected to our original source, from where we have left, from where all the problems have started, because we left Krishna, we left our original connection. So let's try to revive that connection, then naturally all the things will be solved. So can some of you give quickly some examples? Which are the episodes in the scripture you find even the great personalities, they were in kind of a stress, depressed, some kind of problems, but they also found a great solace, a great satisfaction when they came in touch with the Krishna consciousness in any of the form, either through devotees, either through directly with Krishna, either through some nice kind of a platform where they get to know about Krishna and they found a great solace. Quickly can recall some famous examples.
When Prabhupada gone to Western world, there people.
Yes,
From
Western world, the hippies, that is very latest modern example. Hippies were filled with all the great stress and anxiety. Of course, they were not knowing what to do. And that's what they're trying all other rubbish ways of coming out of these things by smoking, drinking. And that's what that hippie culture started. But they got the touch of Srila Prabhupada and then they got transformed. Yeah. Any other very graphic examples? Very direct, evident. Hippie people, they went in something wrong way. But in the life of devotees also, they also get kind of a problem, troubles. But they found a great solace by coming in touch with Krishna. Very famous. That's what the great work came out of that frustration. What is that? the great epic, the great book came out of that, because the devotee was in a great stress, great anxiety, great worry. So he found the solace of his stress by turning towards Krishna. Yes. Yeah, you can say also. You can unmute and say, no problem. That's about.
Arjuna was confused.
Yeah. Arjun was confused. He was also in a distress. Whether shall I fight or not fight? But he found the solace by surrendering to Lord Krishna. That's what the great book came out, the Bhagavad Gita. How Srimad Bhagavatam came out? Was in a kind of a, not in a stress in one sense, but he was in also kind of a trouble, not trouble, but he was also looking for some kind of a solace. Who can help me out in this situation? And that's what Srimad Bhagavatam came out. Which personality? Yes, you can. Oh, really? Nobody knows? Only one answer is coming. Yeah. Srimad Bhagavatam is a dialogue between whom?
Sukadev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj.
Which Goswami?
Sukadev Goswami.
Sukadev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj, correct. So Parikshit Maharaj was in a...
Parikshit Maharaj was will have to die in 1 week from snake bite.
Yeah. So he was also kind of looking for a solace. Who can help me out at this big situation? Who can help me out? And that's what he approached to the devotees, sadhus, and then that's what Sukadeva Goswami appeared, who connected to him to Lord Krishna. Yeah. And that's what we find repeated many episodes all throughout Srimad Bhagavatam. Pandavas also were in a difficulty so many times. Akshay, that magical vessel, the food vessel which is given by sun god, which Draupadi had already eaten, they found a solace to their problem by connecting to Krishna. So we want to get a solace, we want to get a relief, we want to make our life tension-free, stress-free, or at least handle the stress and tension or worries and problems in a very positive way. That solace only will come when we connect to Lord Krishna. And that's what Srila Prabhupada, knowing the situation, because generally devotees, they get little taxed up. We have to deal with the world outside. We have to go to our school, colleges, and then so much material energy we have to face upon. So that solace will be experienced when we re-energize ourselves by diving deep into the topics of Lord Krishna in the association of devotees. And that's why we have this daily forum. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So our morning program, our Sadhu Sangha, our Bhagavad Shravan, our Vaishnav Seva, our Dham visits, right? So many items. There are 64 items Acharyas, especially Rupa Goswami, is listed down. Connecting ourselves to Krishna. And especially this is something direct, the Lila Smaran, remembering the Lord, remembering the great episodes of his activities and performances. So that will keep us very positively going on. Thank you all very much for joining and
Thank you,
giving
Krishna.
kind association. Let us end with the Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Krishna.